Hey guys, Mr. McSweeney here to help you with Aperture. So what is Aperture? Aperture is how much your lens opens. So I have a lens right here. This is a 50 millimeter Sony lens f1.8. So we measure our aperture in f-stops, and this is a 1.8. The numbers are kind of weird. Here's kind of how you figure out the numbers. And when you read these, it's gonna say f1.8, or like in this case, I don't even know if this says f. This says FE because E is the type of mount it is. But anyway, you'll see like on here, it says 1.8/50. So it's a 50 millimeter lens and it's 1.8 aperture, okay? That's a really big aperture. The way you read it is the lower the number, the bigger the opening, the higher the number, the smaller the opening, okay? So if I take off the lens cover, this bottom piece, now unfortunately, on this lens, it's not a manual lens, it is a digital lens, but you can kind of see inside that opening, that is the aperture. So if I were to turn this on and start messing around with the f-stop or the aperture, that little opening right there will get really big. If I open it up all the way to 1.8, this whole lens will be open, which means a ton of light will come in and hit my sensor. And if I close it down, I think this thing, you know, they can go up to like f36 or something, where it's literally just like a pinhole of light. And you can use that for different things. When you have something with an f-stop of like 1.8 like this, what you can get is that bokeh effect, where background lights will blur and you get those nice circle-y things looking in the background. This is great for portrait photography, where you want to isolate your subject in the front and then have it all the stuff blurred in the back. That's what that portrait mode is on an iPhone. Basically, it's mimicking f-stop of like 1.8 or 1.4. If you get too low, like there's some lenses that are like f0.8, everything gets really mushy because it's not really focusing on anything. If you go too high, you can get more clarity, but you also don't perform very well in low light situations. So this lens performs great in low light because it opens up really big. So how does Aperture change your picture or your video? Basically what it's doing is it's changing the depth of field. So it's changing how much of the background is gonna be blurred or not. Right now, I think this is on like f4. So like this is all pretty well in focus. You'll see a little bit of a blur right here, but not much. Whereas if I was using this lens, all this would probably be blurred out and only I will be in focus right now. I hope this helps and good luck.